I got a question for Primo Jab. Primo Jab, have you been to Deja Vu?
Yes, sure have.
Yeah, that's why I like Dreams Nightmare. They don't get naked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't. That's why I don't like Deja Vu.
Yeah, my homie got a hand job in there though.
Wow.
Yeah. After Dragon Con, the most nerdiest thing you could do.
56 minutes, Carl. We made it 56 minutes.
I'm marking it. I'm marking it now.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off. Wait, I'm gonna press OK real quick.
You be mad again.
Hey, yo, man, everybody out there, Primo Jab is on a Fetty Wap.
I just be
right now.
I be busting in the scene with the JBL blasting that Fetty Wap. You know what I mean? That's it. That's all.
Just like Lando Calrissian.
You know, they're various. Anyway, you know, it's.
I know. All those are hilarious.
It's my new obsession.
It's a pretty dope Lord Mob joint you got on there, huh?
Ram LZ, baby. Shout out Flea Lord, man. Ram LZ.
Shout out to Flea, yo. He got a jump shot.
What up?
Yeah. And you got the 1,000 word shirt on over there, Carl.
That's right. Shout out to 1,000 words.
Shout out to 1,000 words.
Wow.
Yeah. What's the Tupac line? I don't know. Keep your head up. No homo. Yeah, all that shit. But in the building, we got issue motherfucking 180. We got Ghost Dave in the building, Flatbush, Brooklyn,
that's right.
New York Knicks, the 50s, all that good shit.
He's already got the Knicks shirt, the sweater on.
Here we go.
I got the game on right now, actually. So.
I'm concerned though. Is OG playing? OG ain't playing.
No. They're gonna chill. They're gonna keep him down for a minute. Especially it's tonight. They playing Toronto, so they straight.
Yeah, you gotta.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Nah, I ain't mean it like that, but just saying.
I mean,
this ain't the Raptors of the old.
This Toronto Knicks. Toronto Knicks is over there, yo. Word.
Nah, Raptors got a chip, so I can never knock them. But you know what I'm saying?
But they got the Toronto Knicks over there. They got Quickly, RJ Barrett over there.
Word. Barrett out today, so I'm good with that.
Yeah, yo, I didn't really never like Barrett though.
Where?
Nah, I liked him in college, but he was a ball.
He was nice in college. He was a ball, but he was nice though.
Yeah, but I didn't like him in the NBA. I just thought he was always thrown the fuck up when he got the ball, yo. Do something. Yeah.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I saw you at the Mayhem Lorenz show hosting. I was there for that. I was there for that, yeah.
But you saw everything? You saw the cards?
I left right at like maybe a few minutes after he finished performing.
Okay. You missed when dude got rocked in the face in the pig.
Nah, yeah. I saw videos when I got home, but I was like, nah, this the heavy metal. I'm good. I'm like, it's cool, but like I don't need to slam pits and
yeah. Yo, that was the best part. That was the best part, man. Yo.
You don't have to be in the pit. You can just be around the outside.
No, I was by the bar chilling, dolo.
Yeah.
Like
you was close though. You was close then. I probably got the video of you over there. With Bub. With Bub and them.
I was toward the front at that point. But when they went with I forgot the name of the group.
Mind Force.
When Mind Force and them and all that came on, they started getting. And then Big Body Best came out with the other group.
With Gridiron?
I was like, nah, let me chill. Let me get to the back because these dudes just looking like SmackDown out here. Like.
Bro, it got rough, yo. But I warned niggas over and over again. I warned niggas. To stay out of the danger zone. I'm glad you wasn't up there.
Nah, it was cool. I had a good time, man. So you did your thing hosting, so salute.
Thank you, my guy. I try to stay away as much as possible from the. If I was backstage, I stayed back there. Yeah. And after Mayhem set, when Mind Force went on, the level of violence just went all the way up through the roof.
It looked crazy. I was like, yo, let me just get out of here. I've been around. I seen energy. I've been around parties and seen energy like that. I was like, yo, I'm in an older, better place. Let me get out of here now.
I would have tore a hamstring. Hey, yo, Jay said during the middle of the set, Jay's the lead singer of Mind Force. He said, dap somebody up, you hit in the face. You see like 8 dudes just like
oh nah.
Yeah, I'm like
they would I don't know y'all it was crazy in there. Like early. And I didn't know like I saw it like I'm gonna keep it a buck. I went on the strength that I just recently connected with Mayhem. So he scooped up 2 beats. So I'm like,
oh shit.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, bet. You know what? He in the town. Let me go see what up.
Yeah.
And I had I didn't know who Mind Force was. I'll be lying if I said that. Yeah. I get there and I pull up and I see like a lot of goth kids outside. And I'm looking at my ticket like, yo, is this the right address? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I go in there, but I'm looking at the flyer. They're like, nah, yeah, he performing here.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be mad fun though. So all in all, it was a different experience.
That was really the point of it too. Was really kind of showing people both sides of that because the guys in Gridiron, the guys in Mind Force, they are huge hip hop heads.
Yes, they did.
And have a ton of respect for this underground. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so, this was a chance for them to bring their fans a taste of really great underground hip hop. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, get all of those hip hop fans to say, oh, there's value in this too.
Yeah. You could tell it's the same kind of energy. 100%. And so even though it's a different, sonically is a little different, it's the energy you can't deny. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Also, I want to bring this point up, Ghost Dave. That other line, there was 2 lines. One was for karaoke. It was for bingo, I think. Bingo. So there was 2 lines. There was one real long line and then our line. So you had some like got
so bingo had the real.
I didn't know that. I didn't even know all of that.
The bingo had was crazy.
I didn't even know.
What type of, was it like bingo for money or something or prizes or something? I don't know,
man. Security was acting funny with me. Security was weird. At the end of the show, when everybody was getting kicked out, he asked me.
He was acting funny. He was clowning people when I was I pulled up. Yeah, he was acting one of the light skinned kid that's like skinny. Yeah, he was acting a little weird.
He asked me to help
kick people out on him or something. He felt powerful.
That was that nigga that shot the nigga with all the cool clothes on. K-Flock.
He was moving a little different out there. He started clowning somebody that went in right before I did. So
really? Okay, man. Yeah, but I'm glad I'm not the only person that thought the dude was kind of like sketch. He was cool for the first 5 minutes. Yeah.
No, but you held it down though. It was you kept the energy going. Vibes was right. You had people laughing.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Being I don't know, man. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
No, definitely.
Word. But one dude got ate shit. He got kicked in the face.
Nah, see, that's what I looked at that. I was like, nah, y'all good, B. I'm chilling.
Yeah, you was in the danger zone.
Like
Let me play the back. I'm chilling.
Mm-hmm. He looked like he jumped into the deep end of the pool, and he was just walking across the pool.
That dude was like 6'4".
Yeah, he is. That's a big dude. That's a big dude. Yeah. Well, I didn't realize that because I asked them and I was like, oh, he's little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he's solid.
Yeah, like, all right.
Yeah. He sound like he got a voice filter on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he sound like damn, he sound like that all the time.
I was like, oh, word, this ain't the studio voice.
Oh yeah, Pro too. Pro sound like that too. Pro was getting on me.
Gravelly.
Pro Dillinger, yeah, he was getting on me. Yeah.
But it was a good. When I got there, they were wrapping up their set when I pulled up. So yeah, but I caught a little bit of it. I caught a little bit of Pro and Bub's set.
So indeed, then all the hardcore niggas you saw Combust.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Them niggas wear a lot of polo and a lot of like.
Yeah. That's who I caught. That's why when I pulled up, that's who came out.
Yeah, there's the youngins right there. There's the youngins. They just got off world tour. So this is a good. Since you was there, you got with Mayhem definitely be back. You got to tap into that whole aura.
I'm gonna be there, and then I got the 2 joints that he picked up is disgusting. So
let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. How you run into them? How you run into
Can't drop a bomb like that.
So
I talk about it.
I stay active on Instagram. So
okay,
it was just one of those like sometimes you'll catch a dude go live and be like, yo, I never met you personally, but let me, you know what I'm saying? You looking for some sounds like, yo, like a lot of times they be like, oh, I'm in the studio trying to cook. So I literally just hit him up like, yo, you looking for something? And this was about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, I didn't get a response. And then somebody actually, I think it happened a couple of times. And then I posted somebody tagged him and they said, yo, he would sound dope on it. And then it came like a little DM in a conversation. Time went by, like, I'll say 10, 11 months or whatever.
God damn.
He hits me back like, yo, that beat's still available.
Okay.
I was like, oh, word, yeah. Then we talked a little more, and then I posted something else like a couple of days after that. And then he was like, yo, anybody got that? And I was like, nah. And then so when I went there, we chopped it up for a bit. He's like, "Yo, we could work on some more stuff and whatever." So it was a good look.
That's dope, man.
That's super dope that you just didn't even waste no time and just shot your shot like that. You know what I mean? Like,
you got to.
That's a dope example for a lot of people. They need to, not be afraid to just go ahead and reach out to people, and especially working with somebody like Mayhem Lauren. Mm-hmm. He's a certified hip hop dude, man. Mm-hmm. Like straight dope graffiti artist. Head. Yeah. You know what I mean? And on top of being, just plugged into like pop culture, basically. With his, riding with his man,
with Action, yeah.
But yeah, he's a dude on his own, man. So I'm glad, I'm glad that y'all gonna line up and put something together, man. Because you definitely got a sound that he'll get to work on. He'll definitely body.
Appreciate that. I mean? Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. It's like one of those things where you gotta utilize the what's available. Like social media could be your friend or your worst enemy. Right. I keep it a buck. I connected with Flea through social media, like initially.
Okay.
And then it became like when we met and then we got cool. But like initially it was just like, how can I get my beats to you? And then his one of his engineers at the time, French, was on some,
Big French, yeah.
French hit me and was like, he DM'd me like, here's the email, the Gmail, sent it out. And the first beat he selected, if I'm not mistaken, was the Skinny Pete beat.
Oh wow, shit. Yeah, I like Skinny. Skinny Pete. Yeah, that's that shit.
And then it just kind of built from there. So you just kind of just shoot your shot. You never know. Worst case scenario, somebody say no. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You keep it moving.
Yeah. I mean, your name is super official out here now, though.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you got a lot of people you work with. You know what I'm saying? So boom. I mean, connecting the dots. I'm pretty sure Mayhem saw who you work with. And who you affiliated with, like, oh shit, this nigga's probably family anyway.
Yeah. That's kind of how the conversation went. Like, conversation went. He was like, yeah, I see, with Flea. I was like, yeah, I've been rocking with him for a minute, Lord Mob, and he was like, word, that's family right there. So it was just, we understood. But he was about to go on stage anyway. So when we started talking, it wasn't that long, but it was a short, to the point conversation. We connected, vibe, took a couple of flicks, and I kept it moving.
True indeed. That's what I did. I didn't even want to talk to son because everybody was asked for pictures and shit. I'm like, yo, man, ain't you tired of taking pictures?
Yeah.
Like yours. I didn't ask him to take no picture, man. I was like, fuck. Yeah. So I feel bad sometimes. Like, yeah. Well, y'all know
way to go, Luke. Right. Way to snub Mayhem Lauren.
I didn't mean to throw you under the bus. I'm sorry.
With Mayhem Lauren.
If 20 motherfuckers ask you for a picture, the 21st nigga might be like, man, come on, man. Like,
yeah. No, I mean, but I'm not at. I keep it up. I'm not at that level though. Like he's used to that. He's touring the world, and you know what I'm saying. I'm in the crib. I'm still in New York. Like I don't even. I'm in Harlem now with wifey, but I'm not.
Okay, Harlem, yeah.
But at this, I don't get that. Yo, let me get a flick with you. So I might fan out like, oh, word? You want to take pictures with me? Like, line up.
Yeah, like,
right.
and absolutely. I don't know that there is a level of stardom or fame that you wouldn't want. I mean, that kind of recognition and appreciation for what you're doing.
But the moment it's gone is when you're going to regret it.
I can understand if you're coming out of your apartment building and people are like running up to you. You're out of the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those are fans.
Absolutely.
Fans want to take a picture. You do that for fans.
Carl. Don't run up on Carl. He might shoot you. You know what I'm saying? In the driveway. Really? running out the driveway. Oh, Carl!
Wait,
boom!
But you just said it. Carl, I mean, if you run it down Carl's driveway,
it's all circumstantial.
If you're on my property, we might have issues. I got to know you're coming. That's
a whole different. Yeah,
right. That's respectable. I get it. You definitely could catch a hot one for being out of bounds. But yeah, like you said, man. I mean, Mayhem was out and about in his element. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. You know, and not only that, Lukey, you were hosting the show, man. You should have been like, yo, I mean, can I get a flick? But hey, it's all right. You blew it. Let's move on.
Yeah.
It is what it is, right?
Whoa.
It wasn't meant for as disrespect to Mayhem Lauren.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's all right, man. But anyway, before we go before we go any further, man, how do you feel? I know you got that number 11 song with your man's Shamal.
Sham.
Yeah. You got the Brunson where they was doubting Brunson. You know what I'm saying? Charles Barkley, fuck him. Stephen A. Smith. I like Stephen. I like Barkley too, man. But like, still, how do you feel this year about our beloved Knicks?
Oh, I would keep it. We probably. I don't know if we're gonna win it, but we got a shot. It depends on health.
A shot to win what?
To win it all.
NBA championship.
To win the NBA championship?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on, because I know
the New York Knicks.
Hold on, because
I'm from Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we garbage. I'm not talking about the Bulls.
When they talk, when the Knicks are on their game in the playoffs, they got two killers. Well, they got one killer we know for sure in Brunson. Where he don't care who's on the court on the other end. He's giving you 35.
We have a couple killers.
And then Towns shown last year, he gave Jokic
that's
work.
Right, y'all do have Cat. That's
you know what I'm saying? He gave Jokic work. And then you got the only threat, I feel like I respect Cleveland, but looking at Boston, Tatum and Brown, we at least got two people that make that's the problem. We got to make people difficult for them. But I've seen Brunson give Drew Holiday 40 before. So it's not like it's impossible for him to give. It'll be difficult. I'm not going to lie, but the Knicks got a shot. That's all I'm saying. They got it's not like a outside puncher shot. It's like a legit top.
You said it though. They got to beat Cleveland though.
It's Cleveland.
I think everybody got to beat Cleveland.
I don't think Cleveland is
OKC.
Crazy unbeatable. Yeah.
And then now Dallas might even be in the run with Town. I mean with
you don't think LA elevated themselves?
Nah. LA.
Did they get Miles Turner? Did they get Miles Turner?
LA got.
Did they get Miles Turner?
Not yet.
They get Miles Turner. But here, they might trade to get Mitchell Robinson too.
That's what I saw this morning.
If they get one of those two guys, watch out for LA.
I don't trust LA yet, as AD was such an anchor, and Mitchell Robinson is, and I love him as a Knicks fan, but he not consistent. He
ain't healthy.
He ain't healthy all the time. So it's like, but if he healthy, you know, do you want to depend on a 40-year-old Braun to play every other night in the playoffs to lead y'all?
Oh, he's not going to.
Low key. That man is still amazing. I hate that.
He is.
Yeah,
but
I hate
but
him
in the
so
playoffs,
much,
the schedule is kind of tight. Like,
like
if you play Monday, your next game is more than likely Wednesday. Yeah, and there's a chance you might have to travel. So I don't know if he's going to be at that top level every night.
You got it. Yeah, exactly. You just said it, bro. And that's the problem with, I think, the league in general. A lot of the quote unquote superstars, they're not used to playing like a rugged, strenuous schedule, bro.
Carl,
that's not a part of the game anymore, man. So they can't play endurance basketball anymore.
I would say the problem is the length of the schedule to begin with, and by the time
you don't like 82.
Yeah, no, by the time you get to the playoffs, I know. But once you get to the playoffs, you're burning yourself out.
Nah,
I get that, but 82 is not that bad.
Player. That's not bad. You signed up for 82 games, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you get paid millions, especially
exactly.
You get in a supermax of like 200 mil.
That.
You should be able to play 82 and not complain.
Man, you better get.
It's one thing to be like, coach. Like it's one thing to be like, yo, coach, can I get practice off tomorrow because I played overtime today?
Right.
But if you getting paid 200 mil, 150 mil. Come on, just
better show up, bro.
And they have subs. This is not soccer. Soccer, you got 3 subs.
Oh no, they're different level athletes.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to run up and down the whole entire time. They got subs in the NBA.
Yeah.
If you got to play 40 minutes, 36 minutes, 32 minutes, that's tough. I mean, but you got subs. Mm-hmm. Soccer, you literally got 3 people to get subbed off.
Here's the thing again, and here's the argument that I think goes, Dave. You can co-sign me on this because I think we're saying the same thing. You have unlimited resources. You can turn your body into a weapon. Yeah. You should have no excuse for not being able to play at a high level for that entire schedule. That's the expectation. That's what you should be preparing yourself for. That $200 million contract that you got isn't just to buy a bunch of bullshit to show off. No, it's to turn yourself into a Terminator cyborg monster and come in and dominate.
You see
how
the
gets
best
everybody.
You can be.
You see how age gets everybody.
Jimmy Butler about to change the game for the worse. He's about to make the contracts like the NFL now. After this, it's going to start being I agree, but it's going to be a lot of non-guaranteed contracts.
Yeah,
it's going to be performance based. So that whole, I want to let me chill for half the season, coach. Can I sit down for 10 games here?
Nah.
You're not still going to get a full contract.
Nope.
The way he's moving.
Beat it.
Because he's going to pay $49 million right now. And
anybody who plays like that deserves exactly like what you're saying. They deserve a partial contract.
He don't even play good to the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. He could play, but he's 35 years old. He's not gonna. There's no way wherever he gonna help carry a team at this point in his career.
Nah.
And it's not like as good as Jimmy was, even at his peak, he didn't have a bag like that offensively.
Talk about it.
Where you like, yo, Jimmy he got post game. His handles is crazy. His range is crazy. It wasn't. If you didn't go for his pump fake, you had a good shot of making sure he was gonna miss the shot.
He has flashes. Moments.
He played hard. He played hard though. I will give him that.
He can definitely turn up and play hard.
Josh Hart.
But absolutely.
Yeah, but Josh Hart is more valuable than Jimmy Butler.
Oh yeah. I'll take right now, Josh. Because Josh will give you a little bit of everything.
He going to the mid range. He been practicing with Miles again from Villanova and getting hit in the mid range. You know what I'm
hitting them. So
what score of the game?
I can't. It's a commercial right now, so I can't.
Yeah, I don't got it.
They were when we started. They was up by like 6, so I don't know what's
maybe tied right now.
It might be tied.
I think it rides on pause. I think it rides on OG being healthy.
Of course,
that really fucked us up last year.
Yeah.
It was over when Jalen broke his hand. It was over.
It was look, the Pacers that game 7, Pacers couldn't miss. But on top of that, no OG's leg being his calf was done. No, I think it was a hamstring was done. Brunson breaking his hand, and then the Pacers could not miss.
Yeah, Bogdanovich or whatever, he was hurt,
and he was hurt. Randall was hurt. Mitch was hurt because Embiid was a sucker and tried to hit him with an ankle lock.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? So the Knicks would have. If the Knicks was healthy, I don't think it would have been. I don't even think it goes 7. To be honest with you, but injuries are part of the game. So unfortunately, you got to take the good with the bad.
True indeed, man. Fuck it, man. Fuck it. Burr. Anyway, let's talk some music. I said that. Well, what's your weapons of choice you got over there? What's your weapons of choice you got over there? I use
FL Studio, man. Always.
Ooh,
I had an MP. Yeah, always. I had an MP years ago, MP 1000, but just comfortable. Like even my chops, I'm a visual guy. So I prefer the seed. I use Audacity to cut my chops.
Yeah,
really.
And I look at the waveforms and I
like exactly. And I don't like the preset. Like I could put it in FL and let it do the preset chops, but I don't like that. I like to listen, look at something because you might not hear something on the official 1-2 count. You might hear something on the half count, from the half count to the other half count, and be like, oh. Even if there's like a snare in there, something. Even if like there's
switch the downbeat just by shifting it.
Exactly, and you're like, you're listening, and you're like, oh, all right, let me. And then at first, if you put it on it without the drums, it might sound a little crazy. Be like, yo, this sounds stupid. But you start playing with it and just put a little swing on it. You never know. You start mixing and matching. It just comes with time, experience, and then you just have that ear. So, man, the feel for it.
Yeah, and you can be so much more precise because you can break that waveform out. You can spread it and really pause.
Yeah.
Spread it out. I don't know what the fuck y'all two talking about. Well, I don't know. Think of it like this.
Think of it like this. Like when you hear drum go 1, 2, like kick, snare, and then like there's a sample in it, like the horns, and you may hear a guitar or whatever.
Yeah.
And instead of in between the boom bap, like a boom bap original rap, you might hear in the halfway point of the boom bap, you might hear something like a horn. You might hear string. You might hear a guitar, a person singing. In the middle of that, take that and you could flip it 1,000 different ways. It's all up to your imagination. It don't matter. I do this out of my living room 95% of the time. When I used to be at my old job, I used to do it in my car just for fun and before work started.
Oh, wow.
Shit.
It's all imagination and what you think you could do. If you got as long as you got the imagination and just enough equipment to make it work, it's gonna work.
Man, you guys are picking beats in between the knuckles and shit, huh?
Yeah.
That's why the visualize. Like you got
exactly.
In between the knuckles.
You know what the difference is? Think of it this way: I can count 1, 2, 3, 4. But really, there's a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4.
Right.
And as I'm picking and choosing, I can take that E and and I can move that instead of moving the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4. And now I've got something completely different.
You're taking it one portrait and you're making it a whole other portrait.
Yep.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty of sampling, where a lot of people, if you're not into it and you just think it's a loop, you think it's just, I took 10 seconds of a song, cut this 10 seconds and just put it on a loop and let people rap on it. It's not just, sometimes it's that. Sometimes it's that. Don't get it twisted. Sometimes you might hear a loop and be like, this is just, it's too good to pass up on. But then there's other times it's like, if they don't come to you at first, but you might hear like a small sound, now you start playing with it. Like, I'm going to let me take this little 2 seconds. I like him. Then you go, that's to me in the first beginning of the song. You go to the end of the song, catch another part, be like, oh, this might sound kind of ill with this. And then you mix and match. And then that's when your eyes light up and then the light bulb go over your head and you good money now.
That's what I was just about to say. I can see you. I can see it. Your eyes lighting up right now while you're talking about it, man. You're like, you don't understand the science of it, man. That's dope.
And it's wild looking, like if you're doing it visually like that, when you're looking at it, you can see it like on your screen.
On the
timeline. This right. You've got this drum beat, but then you've got all these little pieces.
Yes.
And this one particular sample, I'm hitting here, and you see this whole like picture. It's and it kind of it gives you the same kind of feel as if you're actually listening to it.
Exactly.
There's beats in it. There's breaks.
And then you could take it another level too, which I do a lot. Like I kind of do it with if I didn't go find a new record and I just have old chops, I'll combine different chops from different songs.
Yep.
If it works.
Yep.
So if it works and you got some hard drums, and now you can start mixing and matching. Like, all right, just because this might be a rock song and this is gospel or R&B or whatever the case may be, you could get some of the craziest flips out of combining different songs.
Yep. Mm-hmm. As long as the note progression works,
exactly,
and the key is right.
Yes.
Yeah. You can blend it however you want to blend it and make something.
That takes a little more practice because you don't want to sound something like you say, like the note progression. You don't want something to be maybe mid-level and then a riff comes through and it's just like, and you're like, oh, nah, this kind of sound crazy right now.
Yeah,
but
there's got to be a balance.
Exactly.
By
the way, 70-53, by the way.
Oh, we winning. We win, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I got a question. While we still talking in this chamber and everything, like the science that you're unfurling and everything, and Lukey, you know exactly what they talking about.
I didn't know about the knuckles. I never did anything between the knuckles. I never ever try to sample anything between the knuckles. It'd be like there's a silence. Wait. There'd be a silence before everything comes in. I'll take that silence and steal some drums. But I never did in between the drums. Like I never even tried that shit.
You could definitely get a lot.
I didn't even thought about that.
Well, okay, here I go. Here's where I was going with it. Now, I want you to name 5 songs of yours, 5 creations of yours that you're most proud of, where you like really felt like you were, discovering plutonium when you were building them, like songs that you really had aha moments and you were like, oh yeah, I started off with this and then it turned into this and I was just really excited about it. Give me 5 of those, 5 Ghost Dave moments.
Conflicted with with Flea. The way that came about was like the way that came about was crazy. So that's definitely one.
Tell that story real quick. Tell the story how it came together.
No, it wasn't crazy in a sense like that, but it almost didn't get to Flea. That's what that was the thing. It was like it was a couple of people that it was Flea and somebody else that was almost like, all right. And I remember getting a call like, yo, anybody using this? And I'm like, he might. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So,
I understand that. Yeah.
But he was like, nah, he said, yo, Wes want to put this on the soundtrack. And I was like, yo, I might have to make a call real quick. And then so conflicted. See, what's the joint I think? There's a joint on the the first track on my album. No, that's not. No, the last track on my album with Lord Mob, Love. Oh shoot, I'm forgetting the name of it. The Love joint, the last track on my compilation joint. I felt like that. I don't do a lot of drumless joints, but I found the craziest sample And it was just like, yo, that. So if you ever get a chance, if y'all haven't heard it, go listen to the last track on my compilation album I did.
Which one? 55?
No, 55 drums.
Okay.
That was a ill flip.
Love Me Back featuring Lord
Love
Mob.
Me Back. Love Me Back. Thank you.
Good job, Carl.
You know why the names become, because the name, before it gets to that name,
it has a different name.
It had about 4 different names. So I apologize for that.
Nope, it's all good.
Yeah, it's real shit. That happens.
There was a joint I did for my brother Red called "Risk My Freedom." That it was a Prodigy. It was a Prodigy sample where he said, "Oh, please don't let me risk my freedom." But I always felt like the way I flipped up that whole record was just. So I'm again, I'll post all of these so y'all can, if y'all haven't heard that. So what is that? 3. I want to say Doors Locked with Flea and Conway. That was our early one, because that one the actual sample is very short. So it's just the way I caught it at like the perfect end, and it was just a quick dun, 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 you know. And it came out perfectly. And last there was a song on the Jimmy Jumps theme album I did with Sham. And this was another one where I didn't do much, but it was just putting the whole track together. It was the intro track. So the intro track was really not, like, I didn't really do too much to it, but like the actual where the rhyming part was at. But the catching the actual intro where like we get skits from the movie, like piecing that together, that came about. That took a while to come about. Like that was probably one of the more organic pieces that we had to like put in that album together.
The mission statement
that came together. That was beautiful. Like he had that part was not intended to be the intro for a while. And then it was just like, okay, this sounds like it's perfect. And then we just like, all right, let me build this. And we built around it until it came out perfectly.
Right up.
So wait, who was that rhyming on there? I thought that was you rhyming on the whole album.
Nah, not at all.
So
I don't
rhyme at all. I didn't think so. Yeah, who?
Nah.
So who is that's rhyming on there?
That's my man Sham God Jose.
Oh, that's Buddy from he's on the 55 drums.
Yeah. He does the opening track.
Yeah,
he
got the album with him too.
Yeah.
It just came out.
Yeah, so we got
that's the Jimmy Jump thing.
The Jimmy Jump thing. We got a lot of work coming on the way. I'm working. I'm working.
It's a long time collaborator you got.
Yeah. He from my hood too. He actually my brother, man. But he from around the block.
He's Red's homie.
Yeah, but he from around the block. I'm from like in East Flatbush. I'm from 55th. He from 54th.
Oh yeah, the 50s.
So it kind of came together. And it was like, yo, we've been talking for years. Like, yo, we should do something. And then every once in a while, he'll put a verse here, there on somebody else's joint that I might have done. And then it just like, yo, you know what? Let's lock in.
Right.
You know,
get it done. Now you're getting it done. You know
exactly.
It's in this Aladdin whole new world over here, because it's it's like some people don't know about it still. Oh,
I got one more song. Even though this ain't this one ain't even come out yet, but I'm gonna just put it out there. My man from PA, my man Mozzie Mac. He got I think he's gonna put it as his intro. It's a gospel song. And this is one of those, because the reason why I bring this up, I don't usually like when a rapper comes to me and say, yo, can you flip this record? I can do that, but I usually like to hear something that catches my attention.
Right.
And be like, yo, I feel this, so let me work on this. He came to me, he sent me a text one morning like, yo, you could do something with this? And I was like, I started playing and I'm like, yeah, I'm proud. Yeah, I could do some dirty work to this. And that track, he came up, this was I want to say about a year and a half ago. He came to my crib, spent the night. We went over to my go-to studio, which is Time Is Money in Brooklyn, with my man Neff. So we go there, and Neff even pulled me to the side like, yo, keep working with him, because the song was so crazy. But it hasn't come out yet, though. He just didn't get life gets in the way, things happen,
Yeah.
So he didn't get to finish the album yet. But when y'all hear that intro track, matter of fact, I'll put that on my stories tonight after this.
Okay.
So y'all can hear a snippet of it.
No. How about this? Don't do it do it on Tuesday when the episode drops. So everybody will come when they listen to the episode.
Copy that.
And they'll be able to check your story.
Yeah, we're in the future right now.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Like Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
Hey, what? My daddy juice? That's what you talking about?
Here we go.
What you sipping on? You got some.
Daddy juice is in the
some wine over there?
I got some wine. Some Sauvignon Blanc. That's my wife favorite. So shout out to my wife.
I got Mike's Hard Lemonade. You know what I'm saying? Word, daddy juice.
Oh, wait, that's always a good look.
Hey, yo, it's like really good with pizza. Know what I mean?
Oh, of course. Yeah. What do y'all drink though? That's y'all drink? Primo.
I'm on some White Claw, but I got to tell you, man.
Are you really
White Claw? No, I drink White Claw too. Though, don't sleep.
Ain't no law with the claws, bro. Ain't no law with the claws.
I'm a rum. I drink it all. I drink rum, tequila, with Henny, all of that. But I drink White Claw too.
Ain't nothing wrong. Thank you.
I'm drinking the real daddy juice. That's coffee.
This is why you're an animal.
Drinking again, though. To be honest with you, I had done the dry January, this last month.
Okay.
And this is like, to be honest, this is my second drink back. So in February, I kind of lost the thrill, man.
You gotta ease into it too, though. You can't go for nothing to like Henny. Like you just.
Oh yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't even have a taste for hard liquor. I got some good like tequila in the car. I'm a big tequila dude, but to be honest, I feel way better that I haven't been, drinking the hard liquor or liquor in general. But I'm down here in North Carolina, man. We got liquid marijuana down here, man. You know what I mean? So I'm heavy on the weed, the THC drinks, man. I'm on those.
We actually, they have that in. I don't know if they have that in New York, but we tried that about last summer, I think, in Jersey, at Walmart.
The wave,
and it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah,
but I was last month, January. Me and my wife, we went down to Jamaica. I was drinking like a fish. So
I was about to say, you was on that Rays and Nephews down there. Yeah,
everything they had. Yeah, you're on a resort. That resort life is different.
Oh yeah, you out of your mind if you do that. Yeah.
I remember me and Jad was drinking, and we went to the Waffle House, but he parked in the craziest place. He parked
on the sidewalk.
What was that, bro?
Yeah, I parked on the sidewalk across the street.
Yeah, at Georgia State. That motherfucker, I'm like, this nigga's wild, man. All right,
hey, man, they ain't gonna do that.
I fuck with Jab. Motherfucker don't give a shit. Nice ass car.
Yeah, that was a
get your car snatched.
Hey, yo, that's
why I parked on the sidewalk, because I was like, they can't tell me I'm on the sidewalk.
You sure? Out here, they'd have snatched the car in a minute.
I dared them to do it. They couldn't get to it.
Hey, yo.
We were in and out. We were getting to go orders, man. I'm not bothering nobody. You know what I mean?
Was it nighttime? Was it
nighttime?
It was like midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
That's why you got away with it.
Of course. Yeah, come on, man. I got sense.
The police precinct is fucking 3 blocks up, Primo Jab. I live right there.
3 blocks away.
Word,
by the time they get here, we go.
And you think cops are just hanging out around the police precinct?
They got better things to do, man.
Yes, they are always around there. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck, man. My car, man. This nigga Jab a wild nigga.
We was Gucci, man.
Yeah. I got another question, though. I know Nas is like your GOAT.
Yeah.
He is your GOAT still?
Yeah, of course.
I hate all those King Disease albums.
Oh, word?
I hate almost all the Magic albums except the first song off Magic 2. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I'm mad at them.
I'm not mad at that take, Buki. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I don't like none of them shits.
Now let me ask you, before you ask the question, is it because of Hit Boy, or is it because you think his rhymes weren't up to par? Or a combination of
I think it's Hit Boy. I think the beats.
I think that's
definitely Hit Boy.
The features as well. Little Durk, Black Lives Matter.
No, that was it. That was terrible. I wasn't. I know. Go ask your question, but I ain't my party. I need to.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, I don't even have to ask a question because you was already answering it, my guy. You already gave me a great question to my follow to the. Definitely. I think it's Hit Boy. I think. Would you do a great tape to any of those? Joints, like, would you go
easily,
back and
100%?
Yeah, I don't think his album I think some of his rhyme structure was bad because of the beats he was choosing.
Yeah, he has to force. So, I would definitely.
He forced it.
You understand? Like, I genuinely think Nas is the GOAT. Like, if you want to check every level of whatever it qualifies to be the GOAT, he has exceeded that. Like, and I've seen him perform. I've seen him when he wasn't great. I've seen him I was there for the Central Park when he did Ether in Central Park, and everybody was going crazy. I saw Nas at the Brooklyn Hip Hop Festival at Hammerstein Ballroom. He's my favorite. I have them as the GOAT, and I have the Lox as my personal favorite group because I've seen them. I've seen Lox perform, and a lot of people. The show that you saw in the Garden for the verses, I've seen them do that years before. Not that exact show, but that level of like, we could do whatever, whenever. It doesn't matter what the DJ throws on.
True indeed. I fucked with that. I saw Nas with Talib Kweli, and I left out of there thinking Talib Kweli. Yeah, but then Talib Kweli, motherfucker, fuck him. Anyway, yeah. Whereas, you already know.
There's history you might not be aware of.
It's cool though, like but just show love to Brooklyn though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean,
it's Brooklyn. It's Brooklyn forever. So.
I ain't say fuck Brooklyn.
You know what I'm saying? Like when it's
He's
Brooklyn,
not Brooklyn.
When I think Kweli, like I'm a huge Duck Down person too. Like growing up because of my brother.
B minus. Yeah.
So my older brother Red, huge Smith and Wesson fan. So we grew up. Yeah. Smith and Wesson, Black Moon, Helter Skelter. Like my first, even when I first got into beats, the first rapper to give me a shot at this was Sean Price.
Oh shit,
that's dope.
And that was on, man. It was on some. My brother, Sean used to live in Brownsville, and my brother was working around there, Brookdale Hospital. And he was like, and you used to see Sean all the time. Go get his breakfast, yo, what up? And they started kicking. They actually built a relationship to the point where I would wake up some morning. He had Sean leave me a couple of voicemails. I'm back in the day on my BlackBerry.
That's dope.
I'd be like, yo, Dave, what
BlackBerry.
Up? Yeah, if I could find the charge, I'll pull up the voicemail.
Oh shit!
Yeah, wow, that's a treasure. That's dope.
He invited me. He heard the beats. My brother played him some beats, and he actually invited me to the studio in Manhattan. And we was like 3 blocks from Madison Square Garden. I'll never forget it because it's the night that Kobe dropped like 60 in the Garden. So that night, like while we're there, like the engineer's like, yo, Kobe's going off. Like everybody's, going like in their phone. But I'm sitting there chopping it up with Sean, and I'm like, he's telling the stories, and it's just, I was like, I was like a kid in the candy store, like
hell yeah,
ear to ear like this, just cheesing, like you know what I'm saying. He chose one. I don't think he ever recorded to it, but I was like, whatever. We just being
Sean Price.
Just get the look. You couldn't tell me anything after that.
Man, that's dope, man.
That's great.
That's a super dope story.
I still think Sean Price has the best album names of all time. Doing that shit, Jesus Christ Superstar,
Monkey Bars,
yeah. What is it? Mike Tyson,
the ill title.
Hell yeah,
Mike Tyson's the ill.
All that shit.
The Kimbo Slight. Matter of fact, when I was there, when the Kimbo Price joint, he was wrapping that up because he was playing me songs off of that. When we went that day,
songs in the key of P, right? Didn't he do that?
That was the last one he did before his pass. Yeah. That was my guy, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out Sean Price, man. Yeah, hey, man, while we in the whole Brooklyn chamber, number one, I got to salute you for being 100% Brooklyn. I like how you jumped in there like, yo, it's Brooklyn forever though. Even when Luffy was jumping on Kweli's neck.
I love Talib Kweli, not really, but yeah.
No, I know. If you got your issues, I'm not so
love is love, man. I like how you were like, yeah, it's cool and all, but it's don't say nothing about Brooklyn. Hold on. All right, now here we go. I got to pop in again. I got another top 5. Give me your top 5 Brooklyn albums.
I don't think I have. Okay.
Ooh. Yeah. Give me your top 5 albums that embody Brooklyn for Ghost Dave.
Smith and Wesson, The Shining. That's one.
Of course. Thank you.
That is
I
one.
love that album. One of my all-time favorite albums.
That was even as a kid. And you understand what that did for Brooklyn. Like people talk about Tim's in New York City. Yeah. That wasn't Biggie. That wasn't Wu.
Nah.
That was
Smith and Wesson.
Smith and Wesson. And
absolutely then, right.
Smith and Wesson, The Shining.
One Time. Soundboy Burial. That whole.
I hope you say one of mine. I hope you say one of mine. See,
not to get you mad, but
I love Kweli. Go ahead.
So the Black Star. So The Shining. This is off the top of my head, so I might miss something. So
it's your list. You can't be wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
I might have to go 10 if it get back because there's some just
go for it.
So Smith and Wesson, The Shining, Black Star album.
Yeah,
OC's Jules album was a sleeper banger. Like personally, like one of my personal favorites. Jizza Liquid Swords.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, low key Brooklyn album. Yeah,
people forget just as Brownsville.
Yes,
that's right. That's right. Wow.
This is no order though because both Biggs albums is in there.
Okay,
both.
So that's 6.
That's 6 right now. Reasonable Doubt, definitely.
That has to be on there. 7.
Yes, absolutely.
Blueprint for me, and this is coming from a Nas like. I'm a Nas fan. Goat. So when I heard Takeover and to know it word for word at that time, it's still like Hove is, so that's like 8. What's that, 7 or 8?
8.
8. Helter Skelter's Nocturnal.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Great album.
What am I forgetting? Black Moon, Into the Stage.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's 10.
And that's 10?
You can keep going.
Okay.
Because I got 2 that I feel like you left out.
I left 1, but you was close to it. Yeah.
Is it Black on Both Sides?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the B to the R, the O, the OK. LYN is the place where I stay.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, then he dropped, and then he had the Biggie, oh my God.
Yeah.
Lucas might have attack.
J-Rule Sunrises in the
East. Thank you. That's what I was just about to say. Thank you. You gotta have some J-Rule in there.
J-Rule. Yo,
you gotta have J-Rule in there.
They always have this argument, and it's hard for me because, like I said, Nas my GOAT. Woodboro had the best rappers, and I'm Brooklyn through and through, and I will give you that Queens makes it an interesting run, but I'm like on the fence with that because Hove, Big, right there. It's like, all right, now it's like Hove, Big, Prime, Jizza. I mean, but then you look at Queens, Nas, 50, LL.
But look at this. It's like Marvel versus DC.
It literally is like that.
But then you got everybody's going to make an argument. X-Men will beat up Superman and Batman. You know what I'm saying? Will they? Superman is pretty tough.
What would y'all think? Who got the better rappers? Is it? There's no right or wrong answer because sometimes I do think Queens when I think about it. Like, yo,
Brooklyn is my favorite. Brooklyn. Go ahead. My bad.
I'd go Brooklyn, even though there again, Nas is a GOAT to me as well. And even though I'm not a fan of any of the Hit Boy stuff, unlike Lukey, I don't get mad at him for it. He can do what he wants. He still gave me what he gave me.
Yeah, of course.
And for me, that always but yeah, I think just overall, Brooklyn is Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's Preem.
And that's not pandering. If you were from Queens, I would have said Brooklyn.
I appreciate.
All right. So yeah, I mean, I love how you definitely include. You got to include J-Rule. J-Rule gets left out of a lot of conversations. And that Sunrises in the East is a classic album along the same lines as Illmatic is a classic album. You know what I mean? It's right there with it. So, I mean, you got that, but even the whole Gang Starr Foundation, like this Gang Starr albums are Brooklyn albums.
MOP, how I forgot MOP.
You know what I mean? Brownsville. I mean, you got and then not only that, you said OC Jules, but you didn't say OC Word Life. You know,
Word Life, true, yeah.
There's
what it is? I just had a preference for like Jules was like.
Oh, absolutely, that was a great pick. That was like it. It's like picking between what do I want? Do I want a Granny Smith apple or do I want a Red Delicious? It's still gonna be a dope apple,
definitely.
So, but yeah, man. I mean, I feel like I'm a super heavy Brooklyn MC head. Like especially like you said, the Shining for me was in constant rotation. And I'm like you. I mean, Illmatic is my favorite hip hop album of all time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I remember the feeling of when I first heard Ready to Die.
Yeah.
And it felt like Brooklyn. Like I was like, oh, this is like when he was doing Give Me the Loop, Give Me the Loop. Like that shit felt like a Brooklyn song to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So like I feel like Brooklyn had more of the hard hitting MCs or the hard hitting boom bap sounds that I was really
faster paced music.
Queens has some like heavy hitters too, though.
I love a lot of Queens MCs.
Yeah,
LL, Cool G, Royal Flush. You know what I mean? Mike Geronimo. CNN. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I mean, there's a lot of Action Bronson in the new era.
You got G-Unit. You could do Fleet,
G-Unit 50. There's a bunch of people that I like from Queens. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like it's the planet Brooklyn.
Oh,
man.
All right, so Lukey, let me hear yours there.
Brooklyn, bro.
Brooklyn by far has been my favorite. Moment of truth. Definitely. Yeah.
Time out real quick. I was tempted because Gang Starr is weird because technically,
because neither of them are from Brooklyn.
Exactly. So
but they live there though.
Exactly.
I had them in Brooklyn music.
But it was like I was like I'm like Cream's Houston, Guru's Boston.
Right.
And I'm like, do I count them?
Brooklyn.
But they both Brooklyn. So it's like, but you're right. You are right though. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think by far, I said this before I even like got into Brooklyn is the best hip hop city ever. To me,
it is, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I don't think it's even close.
Arguably,
my number 2 hip hop city was Detroit for a very, very long time.
Interesting.
Due to Sun Village, I know you're a Dilla fan. Jab is not. I'm joking.
Here we go.
I don't know the demographics with out west, but is Compton and all that and Long Beach part of Los Angeles or no?
They're part of greater Los Angeles, but
not technically, not officially.
Yeah, they're in Los Angeles County, but they're not. They're their own cities. It's like
it's like the boroughs.
It's like not my personal preference.
Exactly. Long Beach is going to claim Long Beach. They're not going to claim LA.
But they're going to wear LA has other gang shit.
So it's similar to what like what the locks call like Yonkers is to the city. Like Yonkers is right outside of the Bronx.
Correct. That's like what Compton or Long Beach is. Exactly. That's exactly the same thing. Absolutely right.
Okay. But they still is like LA culture though. You know what I'm saying?
Because if that's the case, LA, sir. LA
guy. It's not my personal favorite. There's not
LA guy heavy hitters.
But it's not my personal favorite. Whenever they had that I guess dry period, Black Milk was holding it down.
Yeah.
And they came together, had Cal Troy. Oh, that's LA.
Yeah.
It's Lamont, Black Milk, Elzai, Slum Village, the iteration of different. So the iterations of Elzai and what else? It was B.R. Gunner. Fat Cat had a dope album.
Yeah.
It was like Detroit was chilling.
Detroit did have an era.
That's when Dilla was dropping all the shit.
Detroit did have a run.
Rough Draft, The Shining. Rough Draft, The Shining, all that shit. The Tronic came out. That was pretty good. And all of a sudden, just like went. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Detroit had a.
Yeah. What's the 5'9"?
Of course.
With Primo?
Of course.
Yeah.
Danny Brown.
The hip hop album.
Yeah.
Danny Brown.
Random Acts. That's why I was going with
Acts was killing.
Sean Price. Guilty.
Yeah. They were killing. I like Random Acts.
So definitely that was my. Sean Price did a whole verse saying he's gonna whoop my ass at AC3.
Oh,
word? Sandman, yeah.
What about Chicago though?
Man, Chicago is a city. It's a great musical city. But as far as like when you talking about the shoulders of like, that's what I'm saying of Brooklyn, LA, because I think that's what we talking about right now. The top, let's say the top 3 hip hop cities. I think, you probably going to have to say, it's probably Brooklyn, LA.
You say New York.
Well, there again, here's the thing.
Atlanta?
If you're going to say LA, then you're saying Compton. You're saying all the areas, right?
Well, so
then you'd have to say New York City, which would be the boroughs.
So NYC.
So that's Bronx, that's Brooklyn, that's Queens.
Heavily anchored by Brooklyn.
Well, you got to say, you probably would have to say Atlanta for impact, if nothing else. Like, I'm not a fan of everything that came out of Atlanta.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I'll be a bold-faced lie if I said the impact wasn't to the culture wasn't massive.
Do you like Outkast?
Of course.
Exactly. That's my point. I wasn't asking you like questioning you. I was just saying,
of course.
That's the example when anybody tries to hate on Atlanta real quick.
Atlanta guys do get busy.
It's like, do you like Outkast? Yeah, Outkast the shit. I rest my case.
Exactly.
Hitman Sammy Sam though. Hitman Sammy Sam. Boom.
Hitman Sammy Sam. Whatever, man. Pastor Troy. All of them, man.
You from Carolina?
I'm from Chicago. I live in North Carolina. I spend a lot of time in Atlanta. I'm a nomad, man.
You everywhere.
I've been all over the place, man. I've been blessed to touch a lot of ground on this earth.
Because I was gonna say Carolina, they a sleeper state when you're looking at Cole.
They are.
Little Brother, Rhapsody. Like they are.
That's a girl, yo. She's won a Grammy, yo.
Yeah.
You ever got in contact with her?
That's dope.
Nah, I mean she not really. Let's put it like that. It's
okay. Well, I've been fucking with her since Cooley High.
Yeah.
Remember she's in the 3. Yeah, on my birthday, she rapped the whole verse to me, and I was like, I was shy. I was like, oh shit. Yeah.
Nah, she dope to me. I would love to at least get a one track on the album.
Yeah,
I would love to. If I could get one.
Yeah, you got to get on that live, yo. You got to hop on that live.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Stupid. I'm a fan of her music though. It's not a lot of like she remind me of artists that actually care about a body of work for like maybe 15 to 20 tracks or of an album, as opposed to I'm just taking a bunch of songs I made
and throwing them together.
And just throwing it together. Like she actually cares. Like, yo, I'm gonna sculpt this from track 1 to track 16 or whatever, and I'm gonna actually compose a piece of work. Her and her team. So I'm a fan of how how her and her team like put work together.
True indeed, man. I remember I was watching the interview you had a long time ago talking about Jay Electronica dropping the album, written living testimony.
Yeah,
I believe that definitely Jay Electronica is somebody that he don't rap no more. But
I would have no. Yeah, I would when I say that's a dude that I was a fan of, but it's just like the lack of dropping music was just
man, disappointment.
Like, let me tell you, my wedding, my wife came out to Exhibit C.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
That's dope.
Now we chopped it up. I had to chop it up for it so the words so like his verse doesn't start, but you hear Just Blaze saying, Lord, when they say at the end he says, Lord, bring her out. Lord, bring. So I kept that part. The Lord, bring her out. So when she walks out, and her maiden last name started with C.
Oh.
So when she comes out to Exhibit C, and it's just like everybody went crazy. My man looked at everybody. Oh, that's what y'all chose. Like it was crazy.
That's wonderful. You kind of gave me chills a little bit just visualizing it, yo.
Yeah, and I can't even take credit for it. That was her idea. We was just playing that in the crib one night. She was like, "Yo, this would kind of be dope to."
That's how you know you got the right one.
I knew that before. That she's a professor. She teaches Nas as a part of her lesson.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, as an English professor. Yeah,
that's dope, man. Damn, yo. But them 3 songs, well, 2 preferably, was just fucking amazing. But all of a sudden, I blame him for the lack of hip hop too, because whenever somebody blows up, they copy what blows up, and people would have started rapping about God. If he really blew up. Instead, they rapped about this. Drake, Cold, all this other stick shit. So I blame him. I think he's the biggest failure in hip hop.
And so I don't know if failure is the word. I 100% understand. So I think he was the biggest disappointment.
Yes.
For what the potential was to what he actually delivered, it never matched. And it wasn't even close. Like you could listen to the Exhibit A's, Exhibit C. Even the joint album, he doesn't want to call it, but it was a joint album with Hov.
Jay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it absolutely was.
I loved it though.
It was dope, but it was like, yo, we waited a decade. So I don't want to, and not that none of us don't think Jay-Z can't rap. I'm a huge fan of Jay, but I don't want, I came here to hear you.
Jay Electronica.
The album.
Right.
You know old songs in there too.
Like a couple, 1 or 2 features from Hov would have been perfect. I'm not mad at that. But like they pretty much pulled off Cuban Links with Ray and Ghost, where it's technically it says Ray, but that's a duo album right there.
Yeah,
like I'm saying Jay's on like 90% of that album.
Yeah,
I got a question. I got a question about that. How many of y'all still listen to that album?
I do. I
still
cried.
play it?
As a whole.
I play. I cried that last song. I got numbers on my phone. I'll never text again.
That's the only song you still listen to, probably,
I listen to the whole I listen to the whole thing.
The joint Alchemist did?
I haven't played that album in
the night with Travis Scott. You don't know what he's talking about?
No, it's like the fourth track 4 side. Whatever the joint he did with Alchemist, and Hov was talking about like,
oh yeah. That's my new style.
Yeah. That's
my new style.
Yeah,
it came out in 2020. I have not played it since 2022, March 15th, 2022.
Wow. I played it all the way through. I love it. It was one of my favorite albums that year. I cried.
All praise due to Allah. That's the song you're talking about.
Yeah.
I like the Ghost of Soulja Slim. No, that came up actually.
That was up
3 months ago. 3 months ago, I played that.
They I guess they became good friends or whatever, because I remember seeing. I went to the Brooklyn Hip Hop Festival when he was headlining, when Jay Electronica was headlining, and he brought Jay out.
Oh, and he put his 5% chain on him.
Yeah, he brought Jay out, and we was burning up that day because he had us wait for like an hour before he came out. I don't know if he was waiting for Jay. Yeah, but it was like, for real, that's what it felt like. It's like 90 out there, and we were melting at this point.
Jeez, man.
And I remember dying out there that day. And he found out, like, the whispers started coming around, like, yo, I think he's waiting for Jay-Z. And because you saw like a little, it was just a lot of people backstage you could kind of see on the corner. It was like, yo, that's too much security for just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, just electronic.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, who is that? And then we started talking like, yo, Beyonce had a show last night in Jersey. It was like, nah, he's in the town. He's around here. Mm-hmm. And then lo and behold, he came out like 5 minutes later.
That's dope.
Yeah, so that was a dope show.
Well, but it'd be dope if he rapped and you got him some beats, because I don't know, man. Oh, my God. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't even heard nothing else from him lately. Like,
he chilling. Is he worth like a billionaire, or am I bugging? Like,
his baby mama is a Rothschild, man. He married, right?
He
married to the. Yeah,
he chilling.
What you mean? Of course, he knocked her up.
The hunger. I don't know if the hunger there.
He don't need to do anything, man.
Like Eve, I don't need to rap. Like, I'm chilling.
Eve, exactly. That's another example. Eve married into that fan. She ain't got to do shit else. People was talking about, Eve need to come with another album. I was like, don't hold your breath, man.
I will say this: if either one of them came out with music, it's solely out of the love of the music, because they definitely don't need the money.
Yeah. I don't think that either of those people, and I don't want to diss them when I say this, but I don't think that they could make an album that anybody would really fuck with at this point. Yeah. Sure, they can both rap. Mm-hmm. It ain't about their skills about putting words together, but it's about together. Correct. It's about the soul of what they producing. Yeah. And I don't think that because of where they're at right now in their lives. I mean, the lifestyle they live. I mean, they can rap like some Jay-Z type shit, maybe, but I don't want to hear that from either one of them. You know what I mean? I want to hear Jay-Elect spit crazy Jay-Elect rhymes. You know what I mean? I want to hear Eve. I want to hear Eve talk about being a pit bull in a dress and spitting ill shit. I don't want to hear her talking about doing shit like that. My maid didn't get my kid up on time or no shit like that. You know what I mean?
That's another city we kind of left out. Philly gets busy.
Philly.
Philly.
I did forget about them.
I think a lot of people overlook Philly. Yeah,
the Roots.
Also, you know what it is? I think maybe they don't have the albums as a whole.
They got them. They got some.
They got quality material, but they got spitters out there. They rap. They
went on a classic run.
Yes.
Do you want more?
Yes.
Illadelph.
Damn right.
Then,
you gotta go Things Fall Apart.
Things Fall Apart was the one for me.
Phrenology. They had like
Phrenology was dope to me.
Solid albums in a row.
Yo, the
Roots were them. They kept going.
The last one was
and they introduced us to Siegel and Eve.
Yeah,
Things Fall Apart.
Oh, also, whatchamacallit got off that song.
Man, shout out Dice Raw.
Dice Raw was nice.
You know what I mean? Let's talk about. I mean, Philly. Philly got spitters.
Freeway's first.
Freeway. Oh my God.
No, first and his second, I think.
Yeah, his first two albums. Freeway's first two albums are absolute classics. Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
The second album with the joint with Scarface, I was like, oh yeah.
I love that song. I love that song.
Can I throw in one album that does
throw it? Yes.
I'm gonna throw an album out there that does get a lot of credit.
What's that?
Philly's Most Wanted.
They were nice.
They were nice. Lay down. We saw them at the strip club and we asked to battle them, and they didn't.
I like
battle.
South of the Border, Cross the Border. That was my shit. I was talking to somebody about that the other day. I don't know about that whole album, but I'll tell you where Philly definitely dropped a dud. Major Figures. Shout out Gilly, because I swear to God, I hate. Look, I
was never a fan.
Yeah, that's us. I
was never a fan.
That whole thing.
I was a Siegel fan, Free fan.
Yeah.
I wasn't big on Owen Sparks, but I felt like
Crack.
Crack was dope.
Property though.
That was my man.
My
man Cal used to put me on at first I slept on Crack, and my man Cal was be like, "Yo, no, Petey Crack." Don't sleep on Crack. And we used to, let the Mac go in. Yeah, we was on that.
He got a savage barbarian rap style, man.
His style is L.
Untamed, bro. I love it.
He was coming out. I was exposed to Petey Crack the same time as Meek Mill. I was like, man, Petey Crack is 10 times better than Meek Mill.
Yeah.
Meek Mills.
I give Mills the credit for what it's worth, because it could have for where he came from, and I used to watch those battle DVDs, right?
Yes.
And from where he came from,
Reed Dollars
and all. I didn't see where he was going to end up as far as having the I'm a bosses and
I got to tell you, look, when my brother lived out in Philly for a second. He lived out in Philly right when Flamers 2 was out. Meek had these mixtape series called Flamers.
Yeah.
And when Flamers 2 and Flamers 2. That is a good one.
That is a
when
pause.
Flamers 2 and Flamers 2.5 came out, you could tell like Meek was on. That was that sound. The next thing he did from there was I'm a ball, like all that shit, like him going into that Maybach Music era. And I mean, regardless of Meek being, where he is now,
he got a couple of classic songs without be like. I'm not gonna say not his albums. I would say
he got songs.
He got some songs that was like for better or for worse. He had denied. Like when I heard the Dreams Nightmares. Dreams and Nightmares. I was like, he went off on this.
My favorite strip club song. You know what I'm saying? When that shit comes on,
really?
That's whenever that comes on, they get up there.
Hold on.
And then when the beat drops, them hoes be shaking that thing, yo. And I be wasting all my money. Yeah, fuck around, get smoked. I'm like, so like that shit. Yeah, my hands up in the air. My homie Kwame holding me. I'm like Deja Vu
strip club song. The best Meek Mill strip song is On Me. It's on the album that he came out with. Champion. Oh yeah, you know it if you heard it. Me and
probably the strip
shout
club,
out my man El Capital, bro. It's on his Championships album. Shit came out 2018ish, but he got this joint with Cardi B. That shit is dope. And it's on the same album that he had that joint with Fabulous.
Yeah. Okay.
Like because that was Meek.
That was another song that was
That was a live era for Meek Mill. Like Meek Mill's, he got like you said, he got songs. He got songs.
He don't have.
Oh yeah.
He don't have the classic albums, but definitely
he got songs.
He definitely got some songs that will last in hip hop.
Absolutely,
which is not a lot of that going around. Like in the past few years.
Absolutely right.
I got a question for Primo Jab. Primo Jab, have you been to Deja Vu?
Yes, sure have.
Yeah, that's why I like Dreams Nightmares. They don't get naked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't. That's why I don't like Deja Vu.
Yeah, my homie got a hand job in there though.
Wow.
Yeah. After Dragon Con, the most nerdiest thing you could do.
56 minutes, Carl. We made it 56 minutes.
I'm marking it. I'm marking it now.
Yo, get this, Ghost Dave. Shit, we was at Dragon Con, but Dragon Con is this big. It's the nerd fest. It's like Comic Con.
I go to Comic Con. I go to Comic Con like every other year.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we went 8 years in a row. But we met this editor from CNN. He was at Hooters. We went to Hooters to eat. Mm-hmm. So we eating, we having fun, and then we have our badges on. So the guy asks us, man, like y'all look regular, man. Y'all going to the nerd shit too? It's like, yeah, man, we at the nerd shit, blah, blah, blah. We dapped him up, blah, blah, blah. He said, yo, what's fun? What is there fun to do here in Atlanta? I ain't trying to go to this nerd shit though. I said, bro, you are 4 blocks from Magic City. He said, word? Let's go to the strip club. It's like, oh, word. We go to the strip club. We took him to Magic City. You know what I'm saying? After that, we ended up in Deja Vu. Like we took the Uber to Deja Vu, and he was crazy. Like so amazed. This is I forget where he's from, Syria or something. So he kind of looked Puerto Rican or some shit. Yeah. But he was amazed. I'm like, you got to be you're in Atlanta. You have to go to strip club. It's like Miami, bro. It's a lot different. We'll take you to the good one and the bad one. Word. Boom. Yeah.
Deja Vu was the bad one.
Yeah, Deja Vu was definitely
spoiler alert. One. Deja Vu is the bad one. Yeah.
I mean, I've only been to Atlanta at the airport, so I've never actually left the airport. That was just a connected flight. So I got to mind you, airport. I haven't touched down in Atlanta yet. I've been to Miami a gazillion times though, but
where do you hang in Miami? You ever been to BT's?
Nah. I've been like we go. I'm married, dog. What's wrong with y'all?
You go with your wife. You go with your wife. I'd go with my wife.
Nah, we usually just hit. We haven't been there in a minute, but usually hit South Beach and then we just do the tourist thing or whatever. We going to a Heat game before.
Oh yeah.
And then we just 8th Collins, Ocean, like the Chesterfield, the Shelley, Mangoes.
Mangoes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just the strip. I get it.
Yeah, we do the strip. Sometimes we go downtown by where the Heat played, like the little shopping area around there.
Okay.
You caught a Heat LeBron game? You caught a Heat Ronald Cycli game?
No, not at all. Nah. We caught a Heat game like post. It was actually, I think, right before COVID hit. That same year, 2020. We went January of 2020 and had a good time, came back, and then the world closed up right after that.
Wow.
Yep.
Right after that.
Wow. Who was on that team?
Dogs. I can't.
Jimmy Butler. That was
Butler. That was a Butler squad. Yeah,
the Butler. That's Butler. That was a good. Regular season wasn't that good.
Regular season, it was a light day. It was. I think they played like the Jazz.
We know he was on the team. We know he was on the team. He's been on the team for like 73 years. So.
It was a regular day. It was something light.
I pay money to see Jimmy Butler any day.
We went there on a whim too. We was chilling at the pool earlier, and it was like, yo, I think I catch a Heat game for like $25. Like this ain't the Garden.
Sweet.
You know, a Madison Square Garden is you can't $300-400 to get like a decent seat. The Heat game, I was like, yo, I looked at my phone like, I think we catch a Heat game. We was literally in a pool, a rooftop pool chilling, and she was like, yo, let's do it. So we rushed back, ran to the hotel, changed. I bought it on Ticketmaster or whatever, one of them. StubHub or whatever. Yeah. And then changed, took a hop in an Uber. We was there like 15 minutes later.
That's dope.
That's a good vacation, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely, man. So boom, that's the only sport. Basketball is basketball is my favorite sport. Yeah. I mean, like that's the only sport
I'm mainly a basketball dude. I watch I'm a huge wrestling guy.
Okay.
Huge wrestling guy. So I'm like, I'm one of those like I don't promote it like how Westside Gun and them do, but I'm there Saturdays now, but we watching Royal Rumble and WrestleManias, all of that,
There's one thing that drew you back into this era whenever it came back to fruition, like
I never really came out the era like that. I always watched wrestling, even when it wasn't popping. It was like I kept like one eye at least, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's this? Okay. I'll catch it this week. I might miss it next week, but
did you get to see the Vince McMahon documentary?
Absolutely. He's a weirdo.
Yeah, but
he's a weirdo.
What I got from that, from someone that kind of stepped away from wrestling, was there were so many amazing different eras that it went through. And are you watching any of it that's on Netflix now?
Yeah. I was watching it last night.
Okay. You got to tap in with my guys, Steven, with the All Time Podcast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can talk wrestling all day. Yeah.
They do hip hop, but they also do wrestling.
Yeah, we can talk wrestling all day.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So shout out to Carl's what do you call it? Unbiological son.
Yes.
Unbiological son, Steve.
Yes.
With the wrestling Joe. We get Ghost Dave on that joint.
I watch a little football. I mean, I watch enough football, but I wouldn't say I watch as nearly as I watch basketball. I'm enough to be like, yo, I'm a Giants fan, and that's horrible in that own right.
Yeah, that's bad
right now. But in my lifetime, we had two chips in my lifetime, so I'm good.
Better than the Jets.
Yeah, I can't say that.
And I grew up a Knicks fan. I never seen a championship in basketball. So,
hey, yo, the best feeling though was that Sprewell team. Sprewell, Charlie Ward, Chris Childs, Marcus Camby, Grandmama. I love that team so much, man. I love that team.
If the Knicks win a chip now, I ain't going to work. I'm active. You can't catch me doing anything sane for like a week.
Yeah,
I'm drinking. We outside the whole city.
I'm shooting up in the air. Yeah. I'm going outside and shooting in the air. I'm shooting in the air.
The city. You think Philly was crazy the other day when the Eagles won?
Yeah.
If the Knicks win a championship,
it's over.
All 5 boroughs, including Brooklyn, and I'm saying this as of Brooklynite, born and raised. I don't root for the Nets. We shutting all 5 boroughs down. Not even close.
I can see that. I can see that happening.
I be at work yelling "fuck Trae Young."
Always.
I don't
always. Hey, he's nice. We respect. The thing is, I think the misunderstanding is a fun back and forth. We respect how he could play. We know he's nice. We knew Reggie Miller was nice back in the day. We knew Jordan. Obviously, Jordan was nice. The Heat with Mourning and Hardaway and all that was nice.
Yeah.
But when you obviously you root for your team, and especially in Trae Young with the disrespect with the deep rolling dice on the. Like, yo,
oh my God.
I put my foot on your neck. What's wrong with you?
That's what's wrong with them. But yo, that's the fundamental problem of our team. All them dudes sound like cornballs.
Yeah.
All them dudes' voices. I hate all our players' voices. Josh Hart voice. He don't look like he talk. Karl-Anthony Towns sounds like the biggest cornball ever, man. What the fuck?
Yeah,
like
there's all these dudes. I will say that there's no goons. There's no goons on the team right now.
I would have pushed him on the ground. I would have went and kicked him in his balls or something.
Yeah, there's no goons on the team, man. I feel like that if I'm on the Knicks and the next game's in Atlanta and we get a dub, we got to do something. We got to go stomp on the bird.
I'm taking my dick out and taking a piss on the bird. I'm going to get a charge. You know
that's the thing. Like I knew if there was any born and raised New Yorkers there, like on that team. Well, Precious is the closest thing, but he's not going to do it. You go and you got to be disrespectful. You got to be like, there's no way you let that slide. Like the Knicks got players, but they're not disrespectful.
They're nice guys.
The 90s Knicks, if Trae Young done that, he would have got smacked.
Yeah, starts with a punch.
Starks with a Mason. Yeah, like somebody.
Mason. Oh yeah, Mason was going crazy.
Yeah, they would have snuck. That wouldn't have been allowed.
Chris Childs was drunk, and we would have swung on him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, during the game. I heard that was a fact. Chris Childs was drunk for like 85% of his games.
And he was solid for the Knicks.
He punched Kobe.
He two-pieced him.
Kobe gave him the shoulder, so it was right.
Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, R.P. Kobe, but I'm a Knicks fan, so when he two-piece Kobe, I was excited. I was there like this, like
That's right. Hey, yo, Kobe would have understood, man. Like, hey, man, it's just like you said, man. Like, this brings us full circle back to the beginning where we talk about, there's an era of basketball that has kind of been forgotten, man, and there are supposed to be people that have grit and actually really take to heart trying to make sure that their team and their city is represented the right way and is held up in illustrious standards. Like you said, if there was ever a time when, I come from Chicago. So when the Knicks and the Bulls used to play, that was blood sport, bro. It was but the Knicks and the Bulls was definitely
heartbreaking.
Pippen and Starks hated each other.
It was respect,
they hated
but it was
each other. Yeah, man. It was
like, I know y'all could play. I know he's great. I know your defense
didn't
is
like
great.
Jordan. They were punching that man in the face anytime he drove.
Forearms, elbows.
And we always had to go through New York. Every single title had to go through New York. New York was always in the finals, except for maybe the first two. Might have been the Pistons, but
that one
we had to go through New York.
And even with that was one where I think it was 93, where that was the year where the Bulls won it, but the only series they went 7, I think, was the
Knicks. Absolutely right. Yep.
Then it wasn't the 94, 95 that we went against Houston.
Yeah, that's the one that killed me. That's the one that crushed me as a kid.
Y'all were close, man. Y'all were close.
That crushed me.
Makami said you got to run up a pool, take a chance when John Starks dunked on the Bulls.
That's right.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I like Makami now.
That's a dude. That's a dude I want to. That's a dude. Like, as an artist, I'm a fan of. Like, I'm a big fan. Makami.
All right, here we go.
I'm a fan, a big fan.
All right, Ghost Dave. Here comes
another 5.
So you got your eye on the industry. You got your ear to the streets. Obviously, man. You let's say, and I don't want to predict the future and say that there's another compilation coming, but there's another compilation coming.
I got something on the
way. I knew it. So here we go. Give me five people that you got your eye on. If you could pick anybody to put on this compilation, 5 people that you want to put in the mix, that you want getting busy.
Definitely Flea, because I wanted to do that for the last album. It's just scheduling and
Yeah, I was surprised he wasn't on there.
Yeah, no, but that
but you had Stars on there. Stars are going crazy.
I'm definitely gonna try to make that. Flea, Mock, definitely if I could pull that off. I'm a Banks fan, so right now what he's doing, if I could get just one verse from Banks.
Did you hear him on that V-Don album that just came out?
Of course.
Oh my God, he blacked out on that joint, man.
He's leveling up to me.
Yeah. I didn't get to. I never got to work with Benny, so definitely Benny.
Okay,
Benny.
All right,
and
that's 4.
We just talking like underground dude or like anybody.
You can say whoever you want.
Because I like a bucket list for me, like top tier bucket list is Styles or Kiss. So one of them two.
Yeah.
You need a Styles joint, man.
Luch is my guy. I'm a Lox fan through and through, but I'm saying, like, if I never made another beat again, I would need to, like, I have to get one of either Kiss or Styles. Like, that's in my top, like, I don't have a top 10, like, favorite rappers. I got, like, a top, I don't know if it's 12 or 13. Like, there's, like, a short list where I'm like, if I could work with you, this is a person, or if they could drop an album right now, even if they came out with trash, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt just because I've been a fan of you for so long and I know what you're capable of.
Okay.
Indeed.
So yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, let me again while we talking about that. So you got 2 tiers, right? Let's complete 2 tiers. Give me a top 5 of goated people, all time goats or whoever you want to call them. You know, your classic top tier people that you want. And then you've already said 4 of the, let's say, emerging legends. You know what I mean? Give me one more from that for that group to round that out. If it wasn't Styles, like somebody who's quote unquote underground right now, who would it be? And then you can give me a whole 5 with Styles is already on that list.
I don't know if I would classify him as underground, but this is super home team territory for me as from East Flapper, Joey Badass. He's from Joey
Badass. Okay.
He's from, before he moved, like he says it in the new joint where he's getting that daylight and all them. He mentions it like 40 Vernon Street, like he lived in Bed-Stuy. But before that, he's a Flatbush dude, East Flatbush dude. He literally, when he was a child, he lived at the corner across from my block.
Okay.
So that's just home. That's home team, like home team. Like I was passing his building, going to the corner store. Like,
all right, that's what's up.
So yeah, so as far as like I guess GOAT level artists, Nas. It's a cliche. It's sort of it's Nas.
That's
course.
All right.
Jay's never gonna rap again, but if I could ever get a Jay verse,
he might.
You know what I'm saying?
He said he might.
I'll keep it up. People with a lie because Pac and Big is too easy to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to go with any of the unless you want to say like Style or Sean P or something like that.
Yeah, but I'll keep it with people just alive. So whole Jay, Nas, Kiss, Styles,
and one more. That's 5.
This is hard. This is because I got like 2 people that I got.
Yeah, I think I wrote it down.
All right, go with the tie for the last 2.
All right, so now it's 3 people because Kendrick. All right, I'm gonna just throw those last 3 people in there: Kendrick, Common, and Ghostface.
Yeah, that's a great list, Nick. That's a great list, Ghost Dave. Yeah. That's a great list.
I looked at my notes and I remember I had Kendrick down right there as one of the guys.
Kendrick is like, I know like some people he's polarized with some people like I'm not a fan of his voice or whatever. For me, like I'm a huge fan of To Pimp a Butterfly. And it's like as a producer sonically with not just the raps, but they crafted. It's one of those albums that if you won't enjoy it if you just played one song out of the bunch by itself. But if you play the whole album and just sat and listened to like I was talking about Rhapsody with crafting To Pimp a Butterfly, even more so in my opinion than GNX or what's the
Good Kid, Mad City.
Good Kid, Mad City. Thanks.
Wow.
To Pimp a Butterfly sonically, even like how they ended songs in the beat transition, or when they had a skit, when they like it was mixed and mastered and produced almost perfectly.
Mm-hmm. That's why Drake hates him.
Yeah, it was sonically, and on top of that, he's rapping at a top tier level. So
yes,
it was like whoever was in his ear, and it was just. Whether it's just his regular team or whoever the engineer was, they were the real champion on top of that with Kendrick. It wasn't just the producers. Like that was like next level production right there.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's dope. One of those albums that if I met somebody that had never heard of rap and I wanted that would be one of the 5 albums that I would play for them to introduce them to what rap is about. It's a brilliantly put together album.
That's an album. I've always argued because my wife's a huge J. Cole fan, so we go back and forth with Forest Hills, with 2014 Forest Hills, and I'm like, I love that album too. Like, I think Cole's one of the nicest.
No features.
MCs. Yeah, you know, he went on like a 2-year run of probably the best. He went on one of the best feature runs in probably the last 20 years. It was just like, it didn't even matter if the artist was trash or the artist was nice. He made. I'm not a fan of 21 Savage. I don't care for like 21 Savage songs regularly. But I listen to a lot, and the other joint on Cole album, and I'm like, I'm in the car like, yo, this joint is.
It's right.
The Bia song, I'm like, I don't care for this chick, but he was nice enough that I was like, I'm listening, and he got my attention. And a lot of MCs don't understand. It's not just what you say or that you can rap, but it's how you could craft your song and get your point across without having to say 50 words.
Yeah.
And still making it a complex and dope line. And that's something Cole, I always was a fan of him because of that.
So indeed, real artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Indeed. Or what we got next in the horizon for you coming though, bro? What's up next? Coming next?
I got
the first quarter.
Oh yeah, so I got it's practically done, but it's an instrumental album called Stalagmites, real quick. And that's just old beats. Stalagmites. Like, you know when you go in a cave?
Yeah,
and you
just down.
Yeah, so and it's gems, so you get that. It's beats that's in the cave that was just sitting there, whatever. So I got a lot of old beats that was passed up on, and for whatever reason, I was like, all right, let me just put this on something and put it out. But then I'm working on like a few projects. I'm working on an EP called To Whom Much Is Given. So that's probably gonna be like 7 to 8 songs on there. I already got like a joint from my guy Spoda.
Shout out Spoda.
Shout out
Fuck Mike Green.
Yeah.
Fuck Mike Green.
Fuck Mike Green.
Fuck Mike Green.
And then I got a project coming out with another dude from Brooklyn, Melly Santana. A few tracks there. I think it's like a mini EP, like 5 or 6 joints. Another dude from Baltimore, Imperial Majesty. He's a dude that did the song with Flea Lord. Give me a second. I'll get you the name right now. But I'm trying to. It's Imperial. Wake 'Em Up. So if you ever get a chance, a song called this dude Imperial Majesty with Flea Lord, I did the beat called Wake 'Em Up. So I got like, I think he got like 5 joints as well with G4 Jag on it.
This is up.
Like I said, I got a couple of joints. Yeah, of course, always. And then I got Mayhem Lauren picked up 2 beats.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Flea we talked about it back in like September that we was gonna do something. So there's probably a 60-40 chance right now that's gonna happen.
This is up, y'all.
If it's depending on scheduling and all of that. And then I'm working on like 2 albums right now, like 2 solo albums, and then like me and my guy Mozzie gonna we got something we're about like 3/4 done with.
Mozzie Mac, right?
Mozzie Mac, yeah.
All right, yo. So we looking for you first, second, third quarter. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
Yo. Primo Jack, what we got? You hear me, Primo Jack? You can't hear me?
Now, for some reason, bro.
Oh, there you are. You're back.
Yeah, here I am. You can hear me?
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right. What'd you ask me? I didn't hear you.
I said, what we got, yo? What we got?
Oh, man. Yeah, before we get up out of here, I just wanted you to, just talk a little bit about your Lord Mob ties and everything, man, and really just like what's going on with the Lord Mob, man? Like what should we expect? I mean, I know y'all got a crazy group chat. I've only heard about it. You know what I mean?
The chat has it. I think the chat kind of fell off, to be honest. I don't know what happened. But from what last I heard, I know Flea, like I said, me and Flea possibly have a good cook up. I know he's cooking up. He got like a few things on the way. Me and G4 through Imperial. Shady, I know I got a couple joints with Shady Ray as well. I don't know when he's dropping that. I know I got at least 2. I got one. There's like 2 crazy joints with Young Act.
Yeah, shout out Act.
I don't know what he's doing with them. Like songs just be getting recorded, and then I'm like, all right, I don't know when it's dropping or what. Right. He just there's a lot of stuff in Tuck that's just like sitting there. Like I got a verse, and it wasn't like I'm not gonna claim like I went and got the verse, but I got a verse, a song that I did with dude Trap Hefe. That got a Rome Streets verse on my beat. So
that's dope.
I'm it's sitting in my phone, but I'm like, it ain't my place to put it out. So you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Is Trap Hefe and Rome Streets on the same joint?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
They spit before. They got a joint on Trap Hefe and God Bless the Trap.
God Bless
Beats. That's my guy. God bless. Nasty.
He's our guy. Yeah.
Shout out to God bless.
You very highly, man. He always be talking about.
Appreciate him. He's one of the ones keep me sharp when I listen to.
That's what's up.
Shout out to God bless. Right there. Bless is nasty.
Yeah, I made him bleed his own blood.
Damn, son.
Hey, don't listen to this, man. Hey, but yeah, man.
That's my guy.
Like, I know. I know. It's all love. But yeah, before we get up out of here, man. People speak so highly of you, man, and it's because the quality of your work.
Appreciate that, man.
Speaks so highly of you, man. While we were talking about it earlier, like I was saying, man, like you can see the fire lights up in your eyes, the passion lights up in your face when you're talking about the science of how you building beats or how you looking at even approaching building a beat, man, and just taking your craft so serious, man. Yeah, man.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate your dedication to the culture, bro. So,
I appreciate this. I do it for the culture. I love the culture.
Absolutely. And shout out Brooklyn Forever, bro. I mean,
always,
you a real Brooklyn dude,
Brooklyn,
man.
Forever.
Oh, are you into Money and Violence? You fuck with Money and Violence?
No. Not like I don't watch that. I never really watched that, but
you never watched it.
Not that I never, but I've never got into it like that. I got my man Kareem put me onto it, but I never really got into it. So, but shout out to Money and Violence. But it's always Brooklyn Forever.
Brooklyn Forever, yo. That's right. No doubt. Yeah.
Carl, what else we got, bro?
Yeah, so I kind of want to piggyback on Primo Jab. I also think the passion that you have for this culture is evident. And when you...
Yeah, see, man. Hey, man, it's the feds, man. They doing something to us, man.
It said, doom.
There you go. You're back. Okay. You're back, Carl.
Man, everybody's having issues.
We're being sabotaged.
That's why I got the wires.
Yeah, just listening to you talk about MCs and the knowledge that you have of this genre of music just makes me that much more confident that you're going to continue to expand and grow in this culture. And I can't tell you how much we appreciate you coming and kicking it with us.
No problem. I appreciate y'all having me, man. Really, this was fun.
Yeah, definitely was fun.
This was like on the block, just chilling, talking hip hop. So
that's my favorite episodes. My favorite episodes are when we just hang out.
Yeah, and we got 40s. You know what I'm saying? Word. There go my light again, yo. Shout out to Last of the Last with Chase Fetty and
yes.
Flea, yo. I love that joint right there, yo. That's one of my first introductions to Chase Fetty.
Yeah,
and say he can hoop. He can really hoop. I was like, that nigga's better than me. I'm like, fuck.
He nice.
Yeah, he nigga shoot. I thought he only could shoot, but that nigga got a really good game, man. He younger than us though, man. Yeah, word. Anyway, word. We appreciate you. What, man? I was just mad. Like, I saw a nigga who can hoop, man.
Hey, Lukey, I'm just laughing at you, man. I'm laughing at you out of all. It's all love, man. You're a psycho, bro. Psycho.
Hey, yo, it takes a psycho.
People up. He constantly sizing people up. Like, he can hoop. Oh, okay. All right, word.
I've been sizing niggas up since fucking the first grade when they called roll and everybody had my name, Ronnie, Ronald, and RJ. My name is Ronald. I go fight them two kids because we had the same name.
Of course.
So I've been sizing niggas up since the fucking first grade, man.
Gangster.
I'm not gangster either. I'm just little old me. Little old me, man. But Ghost Dave, we appreciate you coming in, kicking it with us, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
180. I think I'm 180 pounds too right now, son. Word. Yeah.
God.
So anyway, boom. Lord Mob in the building. Brooklyn in the building. Yeah, always. New York Knicks.
Absolutely. Yeah. They won, by the way. But yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go.
What's the score?
I don't know. I just at the corner of my eye, I think they won by like 4 or 5 or something. But it's a dub. It's a dub, though.
A W's a W, man. Yeah.
Third place in the East. We might be able to get to that second seed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If OG come back, it ain't an All-Star game yet. So
good luck. It's a lot of season left, man. It's a lot of season left.
True indeed. And everybody out there, remember, if you can't get in shape, you can always go to LA. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Appreciate y'all.
Luca.
Later, y'all.
Luca. Peace.